Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is an understatement to say how excited I am today to talk about today's video, which is, I guess you would say, a bag review, a bag appreciation video. The dream bag happened. I have in my hands a vintage Hermes Kelly size 32 noir box leather Retourne style Kelly. And I have a lot to say about her, so let's get a cup of tea, get wine, get whatever you need, and let's chat. First of all, if you're new here, hello, my name is Harry. I talk about beauty, I talk about style. I'm a celebrity makeup artist, I'm a content creator, and I coach creative freelancers. And I wanted to talk about this bag because this is the bag that has been on my wish list for a very long time. And my disclaimer, I would like to make, that I always like to make when I'm making fashion videos, is if this isn't for you, click off this video. We don't do apologizing here for owning nice things or explaining how we spend our money as women. So if this sounds like you're in the right place, keep watching, and I'm excited to tell you more about this beautiful bag. So first of all, she is box leather. Now, I know a lot of people have a lot of thoughts around box leather because yes, it does scratch easily, but for me, there is something so delicious about the vintage Kellys, especially when they are in this box leather. Like, first of all, this bag is over 30 years old. So I think that is a testament to how well she looks. I mean, she has a little bit of wear on the corners here. She didn't come with the lock, and I can't remember what the other thing is called, but she did come with the long strap. And for me, that was the most important thing, was having the long strap. The Retourne style I also wanted to get, and that was another reason why I went the pre-loved route. I purchased it from the Real, and I went the pre-loved route because from what I understand from Hermes, is the Kellys in the Retourne style, which is, that's where they kind of like seams are sewed inside out, versus the Cellier option is when the stitching is on the outside. With the Retourne style in the Kellys, they no longer make it in the brand new Kelly. In the box leather, I should say. So they do make it, just not in the box leather. For me, again, it was always going to be the gold hardware. It's hard to show this because I have my studio light on, but there are so many things I wear this with, and it is one of those bags that it just goes with everything. I had always thought I would be a 28 girl, but when I saw the 32, and I do really recommend if you can go into a vintage shop or go into a reputable seller of Hermes Kelly so you can try them on against your body size. For me, the 32 actually fits what I would carry day to day. And I do love the 28, but there's something about the 32. It's giving Olsen's vibes. It's definitely giving like Olsen's twins vibes. Again, the hardware, the quality. So when I tell you that this bag is over 30 years old, I think that's a testament to the quality of the bag and how well this is held up. It's obviously been looked after very well by whoever had it before me. It didn't come with the box, but the handle is in excellent condition, both the top handle and the detachable shoulder strap. And I love wearing it open like this. I just think it is so incredibly chic. I have put a Samorga organizer inside, which I find with the Retourne style actually helps it hold its shape. However, another reason I went for the Retourne over the Cellier style is the fact that I actually like it when it starts to get a little bit of squidge on the sides of the bag, and even like you can see when I press it, like, oh, that squidge is just, I call it the squidge, the Hermes squidge. It is just so delicious, and this was such a special bag for me in that it has been the one that I always had on vision boards, the one that I always knew would be the bag that doubles up, triples up, quadruples up for so many different occasions, different events. And yes, it is an investment, but I also brought it with the intention of using it all the time. And since I have had it, I have not stopped wearing it. I'm going to insert some pictures on the screen of me wearing said bag and how many different ways I've worn it. I've worn it with very casual outfits. It looks amazing with denim. I've worn it with tailoring. I even think it looks amazing with like slouchy cardigans and sneakers. Like, it definitely has that very kind of like cozy, dresses up a cozy look really beautifully. But I also think, as far as having a bag you can use every day goes, this is a great bag for that, because again, the 32 size I think has a really good amount of space in. Like currently, I have my wallet in here, I have my sunglasses in here, I have my mini iPad in here. Like there's a lot of stuff you can fit. So you can see when I open her up. And this is also another reason why I went for the Retourne style, not just because of the beautiful squidge, but because you've got a little bit more give, I actually think you can fit a little bit more in, and the top opening isn't so hard to get into. When I had tried Cellier bags before, whilst don't get me wrong, I think they're beautiful, I still love them, I wouldn't say no. I knew with the Retourne style it would be easier to get my hand in and out of, and especially because I do tend to wear it on the crook of my arm. It's one of those bags that I just think the usability factor is there. Granted, to some people, they might consider this a very dressy bag, but to me, this is a bag that is a chameleon in that there's a plainness to it. Again, it's not screaming anything super obvious, but there's a grown-upness to it. And I think when I think about the reason I wanted this bag, it is the elegance. It's the elegant factor that I think, again, when you wear it undone, when you have the handle open, it also has like an ooze of effortlessness. At least that's how I feel when I wear it. And again, it goes with absolutely everything. So having the bag, has it been underwhelming or has it exceeded expectations? I think you can probably tell from listening to this video, it's hands down exceeded my expectations. In the fact that knowing this bag is 30 years old, I think that alone blows my mind that this is a 30-year-old bag and this is how good a condition it's in. Like I said, my intention is to wear it. I want it to be a well-loved bag. I don't want to baby it. But I also think after having other luxury handbags in my collection, I do love having a bag with feet, because if you do put it on the floor, you're not freaking out the same way you do with a bag when it doesn't have feet, especially at this price point. And again, another reason I went for the Retourne style was just because I think they're becoming that much harder to pick up now. I still think the 32 size retails for a slightly cheaper price point than the 28. I noticed that as soon as you get into the 28 size, definitely the 25, the price skyrockets. And like I said, I had always presumed I would get a 28 until I tried on the 32 and I tried on a 28. Yes, I love the 28, but for an everyday bag that I'm going to use, I'm going to enjoy, for me, the 32 just ticks so many boxes. And there is something about the box leather. Like, I am so happy I bought the box leather. It looks even better in real life. Like this video, I'm going to insert some cutaways. It can't do justice how beautiful it feels in real life. There is no leather quite like it. And like I said, this is a 30-year-old bag. If I bring it close, I'm going to bring it close, okay? And it is black. There are some scratches on the top flap, but nothing to the point where you would know this is a 30-year-old bag. I've had people be like, is it new? Did you get it pre-loved? Like, people don't even know that I got this pre-loved. And I also think, like, from what I've heard about box leather, is because of the nature of the leather, as it gets scratched over time, the scratches do tend to kind of emit back into the leather. And I just think it gives it character. Again, for me, carrying around a bag that's 30 years old, she has a story. She's lived a very well-lived life. And I want her to continue to have many more adventures. So I just wanted to do a very quick video. Again, there's lots of videos online talking about sizing and what you can fit inside. But I think this video for me was just a little love letter to the bag that was on my wish list for so many years, that I've dreamed of. And I'm here to tell you it did exceed my expectations. And sadly, it has made me dip my toe into the Hermes world, where I'm like, oh gosh, it's so addictive. But I definitely think pre-loved route is a great way to go, especially if you don't have to buy tons of stuff from Hermes to be on a list and you want to be able to find something you want now. Just expect to pay the same, if not more, when buying pre-loved. So I wouldn't say necessarily pre-loved is always cheaper. However, I do think the 32 comes up a little bit cheaper than getting, say, the 28 or a smaller size. I feel like if I sold every other handbag and just had this, I'd be okay with that. That's not gonna happen. But if I had to, I would be okay with it. And yeah, like I said, I can fit all my everyday essentials in here. I keep the insert in to kind of hold the shape and give me some more pockets inside. There are 2 pockets on the inside and then a 3rd pocket zip on the back of the bag, which I don't really use. Again, the structure of the bag with the squish, I feel like the insert gives me the pockets I need when it comes to using the bag how I want to use it. I'm definitely going to be careful of rain, things that I've heard rain when it comes to box leather. You want to make sure you protect your bag. And also, as long as, from what I understand, as long as your bag hasn't been repainted outside of Hermes, you can still take vintage bags to the Hermes spa, which is where you can get repairs done by Hermes. So at some point there's like the teeniest, tiniest scuff. I might get those repainted by Hermes, but I don't think I'm going to need to do that for many years, especially if I take as good care of this bag as it has been taken care of by its previous owner. So that is my Hermes Kelly 32. You will have seen, there'll be mod shots you will have seen throughout this video and close-ups of the bag, but I absolutely love it. For me, again, I get so much joy from luxury vintage and thinking about the life that a bag like this has already had and the stories it has within it. I think it's super special. And like I said, here's to more women buying the things they want without explaining their choices or justifying them. And celebrate yourself now. You don't need a reason. So yes, that is the Hermes Kelly 32 box leather Retourne style, and I couldn't recommend it enough. So if you have any questions about the bag, I'll be more than happy to answer them in the description box below. And yeah, I hope you all have a really good week. If you're new here, I would love you to subscribe, and I'll see you soon for more.